We listened to the Sony rumours for the A7R V and we saw the launch and what was actually going to be included in this camera. And did I order one? Sure I did, and I've just had a message that it's being delivered today and we're just waiting for that doorbell to go so we can open up the package and see what's inside. Just waiting for the doorbell. Still waiting for the doorbell. Aha! That's the doorbell. Here it is. I don't even know what that's for. If anyone knows what that's for, drop a message in the comments, please, because I'd love to know. So let's have a look here. The manual. The cables. Nice new strap, which I never use. Power packs. Let's see what you've got here. There it is. A7R V. Looking very nice and shiny and new. First things I will do with this is to put a new screen cover on. I'll probably put a larger, softer eyepiece on here, especially when you're wearing glasses, really super handy. And I will be getting a cage for this because it always gives it that extra protection. But first look, it feels nice and solid and a good weight. We've not even got the battery in it yet, but you really feel like you've got a very solid, professional, well-built camera here. Straight off, I notice how they've moved the record button up here. Instead of on the A7R IV, it was hidden down here, which, especially when I put the larger eyepiece on, I found was a little bit fiddly in here. So I'm kind of liking the fact that that's up here now. And I can see we've moved the C1 button round here, which is going to be, I think, much more useful. In the next videos, we'll be looking at programming all these buttons and setting this camera up. But right now, I just wanted to take a quick look and share this moment of buying this new camera. So far, all the videos I've seen of people that have been given them, lent them to review, but I've actually purchased this one, so we're going to go through a whole series of using this camera and looking at all its functions and features, and we're going to really put it to the test and see how good it really is. But for me, one of the main reasons for buying this anyway, regardless, is the fact that I can do 4K 60p. I think that's fantastic for me, and to do it in 10-bit, I think the quality I'm going to get out of this is amazing. Being a hybrid shooter, thinking having the 61 megapixel and also with that 4K at 60p function, I think gives me so much flexibility that it was a definite no-brainer for me. Let's do a quick setup on the A7R V. So first of all, I'm going to put some batteries in it. Exactly the same as the A7R IV, takes exactly the same batteries, which I love because they last so long. And then the dual card slot, the slight difference here, they've got a pull down sleeve here to then pull the door open. So there's a little extra firmness here. Takes the CF and SD cards, but they go in different ways round depending on which card you use. So I've got the SD cards I took out of the A7R IV. I've got two 56 gigabyte cards that run at 170, which I found perfectly fine. This camera now does 8K video, and I don't believe I'll be able to use those cards with the 8K video, so I need to just check that. A couple of things I noticed straight away. They've made these so they don't just jangle around. They've put a little rubber grommet on there that keeps that nice and firm. So I'll probably will take that off once I put the cage on, but just nice to note that straight away. And let's just grab a lens. This one will do. One of my favourites, G Master 24mm. Okay, so we can now fire this up. On this, it now has a different HDMI port, which is the larger HDMI. So I don't actually have those cables at the moment, so I can't link this up to the monitor to be able to show you the menu and the screen at the moment. One of the things I particularly like about this straight away is, I mean, as you all know, the screen flips out in multiple directions. And what I quite like is the fact that I can put this screen away like so, which gives it that protection for when traveling, which I really like about that. I like the fact that I can flip it out if I'm doing vlogs or blogs or anything like that, so you can still see yourself. And of course, you've got these, you know, nice tilt functions. So if you're using the camera at different heights as well. So however you're using this, whether it's in portrait mode, you know, you've still got the ability to be able to use this screen whichever way around, and I just think that is an absolute fantastic design feature on these. It's been done on other cameras, but to see that being put into the A7R V, I think is fantastic. So this is it, the first time we're turning this on. All we're going to do right now is just set up the language and date in here, and then when we get the cable to connect up to the monitor, we can go through the functions and settings that I'll be inputting into the camera. So you simply go to menu and you drop down to the bottom where we've got the suitcase function, and you can go area date, set your language, and put in your date and time and all your area settings and your date format, and that'll be it for now. I'm going to have a little play with this camera, go through some of the functionality of it, and then we'll do a custom setup in the next video. So I look forward to sharing this journey with you, exploring this camera. And so if this interests you, A7R V, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.